How to actually find out what to do with your life. Younger Adrian would always struggle with like a feeling of purpose, didn't even know what purpose meant at the time. I would spend the majority of my waking hours doing like instant gratification habits like eating junk food, drinking alcohol, playing video games 6 to 7 hours a night. My life would suck. And I didn't know like why it sucked. I didn't know what to do about it. I was in school, I'd always half-ass school, would get average grades. I was like that C student. Like, yeah, you could say I was academically smart, but I gave it like the bare minimum. Would always do what's easy. Just almost lived life on autopilot and just had no understanding or education about what like purpose even meant. This would slowly catch up on me. Like by the time I finished high school, started studying at uni, studying like a health science and nutrition course because oh yeah, I love health, I love nutrition, but I still felt like something was lacking. Like, do I really want to do this? Is this really like what feels purposeful to me? And that's what was like making me overthink like every single possible scenario that could happen about my life because I just wasn't doing what I knew deep down what I wanted to do. And that was making videos and just going all in with like gym content, stuff like that. I always felt like shit because I knew deep down I wasn't doing what I wanted to do. And that was limited me. That was limiting my confidence, my masculinity, my health, everything. When you don't do what you want to do, your life's on pause. There's only one way to live life, and that's going all in your purpose. And that's what I'm going to discuss today in this video. I'm going to share with you my lessons and learnings, what really helped me find my purpose, what purpose means, why you should go all in on your purpose, because you're probably freaking out right now saying, oh, no, I need to work. I need to go uni. Trust me, at the end of this video, your mind is going to just level up like crazy. You're going to be like, holy shit, why didn't I do this sooner? Why didn't I go all in on my purpose sooner? I hope this video can help you out to actually like find out what to do with your life and educate you a bit more about like purpose and stuff like that. First off, why should you listen to me? Well, my name is Adrian. I've been training in the gym for 6+ years. I've experienced what it's like to feel both extremely lost in life and feel super purposeful and fulfilled. I can assure you one is a lot better than the other. It feels purposeful for me to help others strive for improvement in all areas of self-development. Finally, I'm proud of the progress I've made in my journey, and I feel like sharing it with you will only help accelerate your very own progress. Quick plug, I'm currently doing one-on-one coaching calls. These calls are designed to help young men improve their confidence through tailored self-improvement strategies, specifically focuses on identifying your current challenges, setting actionable goals, and providing practical advice to boost your self-confidence. The link's in the description for those of you who are interested. And finally, make sure to subscribe to this channel to get these full-length educational guides more often on your homepage, instead of like the shitty clickbait entertainment videos you watch every night, which honestly leave you feeling like, why the hell did I waste my time watching that? I learned nothing. It just stimulated my mind, and I'm probably going to forget about it in like 10 minutes. Subscribe to this channel, just purely educational content. My promise to you is that at the end of this video, you will not only learn what drastically helped me find my purpose, but you'll feel more motivated to take action and become equipped with the education needed to implement these learnings in your own life. So the parts of this video include 1. What is purpose? 2. Purpose layers. 3. Lacking a sense of purpose. 4. Making progress. And 5. How to find it. Let's get started. Number 1. What is purpose? What does purpose even mean? You've probably heard this word like over 1,000 times in your life, but like, have you ever like actually thought deeply to like figure out what it means and like what it is to you? Well, if you can start to say to yourself, purpose is the only way to live, you're already on the right path. It is the only way to live. If you're not doing your purpose, if you're not fulfilling your purpose, I'm going to ask you right now, what are you doing? Why are you working this job which doesn't make you happy? Oh, no, I'm working it for money. I'm working it for Happiness comes from the problems you solve. What you like to do, what like gives you fulfillment when you like make progress towards something, whether it be whatever you're studying, if that feels really purposeful to you, okay, by all means, keep studying. But a lot of people make the same mistake of doing something which deep down, deep down, doesn't really like fulfill that desire they have inside of them, that like flame inside of them. It doesn't like satisfy that. And when you don't do what you like to do, or you don't know what to do, you lack masculinity. You lack confidence. You lack that feeling like when you wake up in the morning, like you want to get out of bed, you want to smash your goals. You don't have that. You want to stay in bed. You want to just scroll on your phone. You have no purpose. And frankly, you don't even know what purpose means. And that's like the worst feeling you can ever experience. People make the same mistake I once did and thinking they need to grind some shitty job which like doesn't feel purposeful to them, but they want to work this job because they get in return, they get money. They get status, like, oh, you got promoted. You get like materialistic shit from the money. And they think that satisfies them. But deep down, no. The happiness doesn't come from that. Like, I'm not saying this stuff isn't cool. This stuff's great. We all, like, money's great. I'm not saying, no, you don't need money. We all need money. That's great. Status is great. We all love a bit of status as a guy. We all post Instagram posts and stories and shit like that for a bit of status and validation, right? We're human. We play video games for status. And materialistic shit, like a cool car, etc. Like, I'm not denying this stuff is sick. It's sick. But how much more sicker would it be if you could achieve this stuff by fulfilling your purpose? Imagine how much more harder working you would be if you were to go all in on your purpose and achieve these results because of it. You'd probably achieve them a whole lot more faster and you'd be a whole lot more happier when you can partake in like driving your new car and shit like that. Right? Purpose equals masculine energy, goal striving energy. Are you masculine or not? Because most people watching this, you probably are deep down. You're like, you're a guy, you're probably more masculine than you are feminine, correct? The masculine love making progress. The masculine love accomplishing goals and saying to themselves, okay, what's next? This was great, but what's the next thing to do? Whereas the feminine, the feminine aren't really like us. They're more just like loving in the moment. They love doing like the now. They care more about just the now, love, care, etc. Whereas masculine, we're always thinking, what's next? How do I make progress towards this? Like when you're eating a meal, yeah, the meal tastes good and all, but you're thinking about what you're going to do after the meal. What can take me or put me one step closer to reaching my dream goal? That's what purpose is. And trust me, when I say this, it's literally the only way to live. There's no excuse. There is absolutely no excuse. The reason why you don't know what to do right now is because you don't know what your purpose is or you don't even know what purpose means. That's why you feel like shit. But once you can slowly start to learn and educate yourself about like, this is what purpose is. This is what my purpose is, which I'm going to talk about a little bit more soon. That's when you feel your happiest. That's when you won't have to watch videos like this about like, oh, what do I do with my life? I don't know, but I'm just going to keep smoking. I'm going to keep doing weed. I'm going to keep eating junk food and I'll try to figure it out eventually. No. The only way to live is to find out and go all in on your purpose. Number 2, purpose layers. Go all in until you have fulfilled your current purpose layer. What I mean by this is younger Adrian, like when I first started slowly becoming aware of like what purpose means, like when I was like 16, 17, 18, my first purpose layer, like what felt really, really, really good for me at the time and what I felt was like the most important thing to do when I was like 16, 17 was to go gym, was to build muscle, was to start attracting girls. What's like the main goal? What's like the main purpose? The core purpose of that? Building muscle. Because I wanted to improve my confidence. I wanted to start attracting girls. I wanted to be more masculine, right? That was my core purpose. And it still kind of is, but it's like dropped down a couple of levels. Like when I was 16, I felt like that was like my main responsibility. It wasn't school. It wasn't really relationships because I didn't even have the social skills or the confidence either way. Like the first goal for 16-year-old Adrian was gym, build muscle. And that's what I love to do. I'd spend like 99% of my thoughts every single day on that, researching how can I do this better? How can I build muscle more efficiently and effectively? I was obsessed. And now I look back, that's when I was my happiest. Not from having balance, not from cheating on my diet, from these parties, from getting smashed and drinking alcohol. I was my happiest when I was learning and making progress and building muscle. Fast forward now, I've accomplished a pretty sick physique, I'm not going to lie, but right now, don't get me wrong, I still train consistently. It's just right now, it's almost like I've peeled this purpose layer of building my physique and now I'm on to the next thing. Now, when you can accomplish your purpose layer, so when you accomplish whatever you accomplish, as a guy, it doesn't mean it's the end of your life. No, because if you finish your purpose and then you do nothing, bro, you're going to be depressed. You're going to be sad because you just stopped making progress from something, right? People think retirement is the best time of their life. No. Retirement, if you retire and then you just do nothing, you're probably going to be super depressed, especially if you're masculine. It's all about peeling off your first purpose layer, like peeling it off and then finding out what the hell the next one is. That's what male life is. And that's where you'll figure out like, damn, when I can keep setting goals and accomplishing them, that's when I'm my happiest. It's almost like chapters of your life. So my chapter when I was 16, 17, 18, 19, all the way up until I was like 20, was purely gym because there was just so much to learn. And that's what I love to do. So I'd spend all of my time on it. Yeah, maybe I wasn't making money from it, but like the investment, the return on investment on it boosted confidence, more masculine, just everything. My whole life improved when I asserted like 99% of my thoughts on it. That was the main goal. And when I achieved that, then I asked myself, what's like my next burning desire? Then I started getting the desire to start teaching, to start sharing what I've learned from gym, from self-improvement, etc. And my layer to this day is to just educate not only myself but the people watching these videos, because that's what feels right now super purposeful to me. Like I wanted to start recording videos for like 8 to 10 months, for, like believe it or not, but I didn't take action on it. And those 8 to 10 months were probably the most like depressing period of my life because I knew what I had to do, but I wouldn't do it. I wouldn't try do my purpose, try like accomplish and fulfill my purpose. I'd delay. I leave it on autopilot. I'd say to myself, "Oh, I do it the next day, next week, next month," because I just lacked that like feeling of accountability. And those were like the most depressing times of my life. Like I was working some shitty job at Coles, stacking shelves, saying, "Oh yeah, I'm making money. This is great. This is what life's all about. Making money. Just work your job, make money, so you can afford this materialistic shit and get status." No. How wrong was I? Most people become depressed when they lack a feeling of purpose. And that's probably your situation right now. That's probably why you clicked on this video. And I'm trying to help you. I'm literally on your side. I want to help you. But that is the reason right now why you're not as happy as you want to be. You keep asking yourself, what do I do with my life? I don't know. But we all know. We all know the problems we need to solve. It's just a matter of taking action on them and like acting upon of it. Purpose is everything. And once you can learn and figure out what your purpose is and making progress at it, going all in on it, you're never going to have to watch videos like this ever again. Number 3, let's talk a little bit more about lacking a sense of purpose. Worst feeling a man can experience. Seeing these pictures, I was like 18 here, literally 20 here. This was only 2 years ago. Getting absolutely smashed at a club. You can see all the spilt drinks on my shirt, bro. I was a mess. I was living life on autopilot. I was literally a zombie, as I say here. I remember after these night outs, I'd come home wasted at like 3, 4 a.m., would wash my face, take out my contact lenses before I go to bed, like stumbling everywhere because, yeah, I was pretty smashed. But I just remember there was this one night, looking in my mirror at 4 a.m., taking my contacts out, like I go close to the mirror, and I just stare at the mirror for like 10 seconds. Genuinely thinking, what am I doing? Something clicked. I realized I couldn't do this anymore. I realized by me not having a purpose, by me engaging in this bullshit external stimulating activities like alcohol, going out till like 4 or 5 a.m., it's making me feel worse about myself. Oh, it's fun. It's fun. Oh, yeah. I'm not saying never, ever, ever go out. But when you get stuck in this cycle of delaying your purpose and not trying to accomplish it and just trying to do other shit instead, like fun stuff, taking a break and trying to do stuff which is pushed out to you, like, oh yeah, it's fun, live your life after high school, go out partying, it's what you're meant to do. No. It's probably the worst feelings you're ever going to experience when you can get addicted to like these instant gratification habits or like the scene, the club scene, whatever you want to call it. I was that guy. I would never take action on what I said I was going to do. Like, yeah, at the time I was still going gym, inconsistent as fuck. Even though it was my purpose, like at the time, like I wanted to go all in the gym. During this period when I was like turning 20, 21, 22, I knew deep down I wanted to start recording videos. And I never acted on it. I would just engage in stuff that would almost like make me escape from reality so I wouldn't have to think about solving my problems. Even though it's problems I wanted to solve. Even though it's problems which deep down I wanted to do. I just lacked the feeling, or I was like scared. I was scared. I lacked that sense of purpose. Like, I need to do this now. No one pushes you to fulfill your purpose. At the end of the day, it all comes down to you, your self accountability. You don't have a teacher constantly on your ass saying, if you don't do this, you get a detention. And I had to learn this the hard way. I always lacked that self accountability within myself. I thought, oh, yeah, I'll just do it later. I'll just go out one more weekend. I'll get smashed. The future me can worry about the problems. It's all about having fun in the present. It's not about making progress. It's all about having fun, living your life, and feeling great. No. Just no. I was a mess. Literally 2 years ago, bro. 2 years ago. I shocked myself looking at this picture. I look stoned. What a mess, bro. And here, like, thinking I was cool and shit. Like, what was my purpose at this period of time? Like, getting smashed and proving I'm cool and, like, getting validation. That was my purpose. What a joke, bro. Number 4, making progress. You feel happiest when you know deep down you are making progress towards your mission. You simply become more masculine, you build muscle faster, you appear more confident, etc. Right? Like, let's compare two guys. A guy who's not making progress, a guy who's living life on autopilot, a guy who keeps delaying and pushing stuff back. I'll do it later. Compared to the guy who's attacking, fulfilling, solving, going all out on his purpose. Like, right now, he's not making excuses. He's saying, right now, I'm going to start this business. Right now, I'm going to go gym. Right now, I'm going to start posting videos. Like, right now, to this second. Right now. You think he's a whole lot more masculine. You think he's going to have higher testosterone. You think he's going to feel more confident. You think he's not going to have to watch videos like this. Like, what do I do with my life? If you're like younger Adrian, if you're living life right now and you're just constantly consuming stuff which doesn't promote you or improve you in any way, physically, mentally, spiritually, emotionally, whatever. Yeah, it may be fun in the moment. It may be stimulating. It may feel good. Nice and warm, nice and cozy. But it's doing you no good. And if you haven't, in this whole year, if you haven't got taken like one step closer to achieving your goal, it's almost like you feel like this whole year was a waste, like you didn't do anything. And that's how I used to feel in like 2020, 2021, 2022, even like a bit of 2023. Like, yeah, maybe I was building 2 kilos of muscle every year, some shit like that. But I just wasn't doing what I had to do. And it didn't feel good. It did not feel good. I was that guy. And now I've done like a full 360 or 180, whatever you want to call it. I feel like now, every single day, I'm spending like 99% of my thoughts doing on what has to be done. A complete 180. A complete 180. And I'm not saying this to brag. I'm not saying this to show off. I'm saying this that anyone can do it, because if you look back, like the pictures and my stories, I was down bad. And it sucked. It sucked not knowing what purpose meant, not being educated about this is what you're meant to do and this is what you're not. Bro, if I was educated when I was 16 and I was like playing a lot of basketball at the time, I'd probably been a professional basketball player. But I was just uneducated. If I was more self-aware and had this education, the younger me, I'd probably take action on my purpose a whole lot more sooner. Like right now, it literally feels like I'm screaming at younger Adrian. I'm grabbing him by the throat and trying to tell him, do this, because he just didn't do it. And I hope you can like not make the same mistakes younger Adrian did, because it sucks not making progress towards your purpose. It's the worst thing you can experience. When you can start to identify what your purpose is, and then you say to yourself, okay, I'm going to start to do everything. I'm going to start reading because that aligns with me becoming a better speaker. I'm going to start building more muscle because that increases my confidence and makes me more likely to maybe start recording videos because I have high confidence. That's when life is just sunshine and rainbows. I'm going to be honest. It doesn't, even if you're broke, bro, but you feel like I'm not the most wealthiest guy, but I know 16, 17-year-old Adrian, he was broke, but that's no excuse. Because even when I was broke, I still felt like I was my happiest because I knew deep down I was making progress. And as a masculine guy, yeah, you may see others who have more than you. He's got a better girlfriend. He's got more money in the bank. He's better looking. He works harder, whatever. Whatever. As long as you know you are making progress, like internally, you're improving day by day, you start to not give a fuck about anyone else. If I wasn't improving, if I wasn't making progress, I wouldn't be recording videos because I'd care too much about what others would have to say to me, would say about me. Your purpose is everything. It is absolutely everything. So how do you find it? You probably, for the people who've skipped to this part of the video, scroll back, watch everything else, because I know a lot of people are like, how do I even find my purpose? I'm just going to fast forward to this. How do you find it? This is the question to solve all your answers, because I'd ask the same thing. Ask yourself right now, what are you most passionate about? What are you most passionate about? Is it gym? Is it building muscle? Is it improving your looks? Is it studying? Are you in uni right now? Are you in school? Do you really want to become a doctor? So like your grades are important? Is it content? Filming yourself? Improving your speaking skills? Posting stuff online? Etc. Like what is it? What is it? What do you care most about right now? It could be a combination of things. It could be one thing. What is it? For me, it used to be gym. So what did I do? I became obsessed. I aligned all of my habits towards that. And if you're in a scenario where your parents are saying, no, you got to do this, you got to do this. Like, oh, you need to go to uni, you need to study this. What's stopping you from saying no? And showing them what you're capable of. I get this question a lot. A lot of people ask me, oh no, Adrian, I can't go on in my purpose. I need to work a job. I need money. I need to do this. I'm like, okay, relax. There's ways to go around this. Especially if you live at your parents' home. If you leave your job, do you have a place to live? Most likely. Like, most guys watching my videos, we're all like teenagers, like 18, 20, etc. We all have a place to live. Have you actually ever showed your parents like what you're truly capable of? Have you been consistently waking up at 5 a.m. and showing them that I am disciplined? Or have you been always waking up late? Have you been a fapper like they can smell your fucking cum on your clothes, bro? Are you constantly eating shit in your room, being lazy, being a bum, being disrespectful? Then I don't blame your parents for telling you got to do this, this, and this, right? But if you can start being more masculine, if you can start improving your discipline, if you can start being more consistent, it's almost like your parents will start to respect you and tell you to actually, yeah, do what you want to do. Go all in on your goals. Most people never flip this switch in their lives. Most people just are too scared to have this conversation or too scared to take a risk. I'm telling you right now, it's going to be the best risk you can ever take. Whether it be if you need to quit your job or you don't, whatever like situation you're in. If you still need to work, okay, work, that's fine. Just spend more of your free time on your purpose, as much as your time as you can. Because right now, if you're doing something which you don't like doing and you don't feel happy from it, what makes you think you're going to be one step closer to eventually figuring out what you actually want to do? You might never actually do what you want to do, bro. I'm trying to help you. I'm trying to motivate you. I'm trying to inspire you to take action now because I don't want you to go through your whole 70, 80-year life and never do what you wanted to do. Like, bro, the most common regret people have is not doing what they wanted to do and just working instead. Like, what is work, man? What is work? Make your own work. Make something work for you. Be your own boss. Be your own man. As a masculine guy, you want to work for yourself, right? You want all these things. You want status. You want money. You want location freedom. You want time freedom. You want financial freedom. We all want all these freedoms. Accomplish them by doing what you want to do. It may take longer. It may be different. People may not like it. It may piss others off. It may make people talk shit about you. But who cares? Seriously, who cares? I'd rather that than be a slave, right? Be locked in some office, wearing my suit, some scrappy boss telling me to do this, this, and this, and it doesn't even feel purposeful to me. Like, why would I do that? I'd rather the other problems I have to face, like people talking shit online from the shit I post. I'd rather that. That may piss me off a little bit, but end of the day, I don't really care because I'm still doing what feels purposeful to me. This still feels great, right? And the more I learn, the more I improve, the better I get, the more fun it just becomes. The more addicted I get, the more like purpose, the more like fulfilled I feel. You know what you have to do. Like seriously, you know. I'm not going to tell you you're meant to do this, this, or this. I'm not going to tell you this is the right thing you have to do. This is. Because we all have different aspirations. We all have different goals, okay? Just do what deep down is most authentic to you. And when you can start to slowly make progress on that, when you can start to monetize it, when you can start to make money from it, you're going to be living the life of your dreams, bro. You'll never have to watch videos like this ever again. Think of fulfilling your purpose and like getting momentum as like a huge snowball. At first, it's hard to get the ball rolling. Like you're pretty nervous, you're insecure. Should I do this? Should I go to the gym? I don't know. But once you start, once you take action, that snowball gets bigger and bigger. You start to make more progress faster and faster. You start to get noticed from others more often and often. But then this concept of balance, which you've been taught by your family, your teachers, your whole life. Have a cupcake. You deserve it. You've done really well. Do this instead because you've made so much progress. I'm trying to stop you. That's what most people are trying to do. When people see that you're improving faster than them, all gas, no brakes, they're going to try to slow you down. They're going to tell you, bro, you're a nerd. Bro, have balance, bro. You're a loser. Here, have a cupcake. Here, play some video games tonight. Here, have a drink, bro. You deserve it. Excuse me. Now, I'm not saying never ever celebrate your victories. What I'm saying is go monk mode. Go all in for a select period of time and achieve what you have to achieve. Then celebrate. When you haven't fulfilled your like purpose layer or the chapter of your life yet, what the fuck are you celebrating? Especially if you're watching videos like this, why are you going out every weekend? What are you doing? That's only making you accomplish your purpose take like a whole lot longer, right? So what are you doing? The top tier guys, they're not having balance. They're having extreme select periods of going all in and doing what they have to do, going all in on their purpose, making as much progress as they can. And then they'll reward themselves once they've accomplished their goals. Don't reward yourself when you're halfway through a mission. A rocket ship doesn't stop halfway when it's going into the space, does it? It needs momentum. It has to take off somehow. You just keep chipping away. You keep scratching that itch. You keep building brick by brick. Then you'll make it. So I hope this can motivate and inspire you to like find your purpose or to just go all in on what you want to do, because we all know what we want to do. I knew what I wanted to do when I was like 16. I just didn't do it. I'd never had some guy, some Greek guy on a screen motivating me, telling me you need to do this, 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 this. I didn't have that. But we all know what we want to do. And this is purpose explained. And I hope this can motivate and inspire you. I hope this advice was valuable and then motivates and gives you the education you need to find your purpose. Leave a comment about what your purpose is down below. Like and subscribe for more videos about self-improvement. And I'll see you in the next video. Mwah!